Okay. Hello everybody, and welcome to the latest Worlds of ZZT Livestream, where today we are going to be continuing our tour of the ZZT Encyclopedia Online Edition. I immediately had to restart the stream because I have a little script to just launch ZZT and OBS and everything I need to get started for streaming. Except oh, am I? Uh-oh. Let me just try. Is this any better? I don't want to be echoey. It's nothing but disasters all the way down here. No, those are the birds outside today, not the wall birds. These are birds where birds belong. Okay, anyway. Yes, the title screens are all now actually randomized, so every time I open this scene, it's just going to grab another 100 of them. But long story short, I updated OBS, and it didn't actually overwrite the old version, and so when I went live the first time, it was still using the old one, which doesn't have the new scene that I added, of which is this. Okay, this is what we're playing today. This is our tour schedule. We're going to the ZZT Encyclopedia once again. The birds are having a time outside, actually. It's raining, too. They should reconsider some of their choices right now. But enough about birds. If you can believe it. It's time to learn how to stop people from cheating in your single-player ZZT games. So they'll ruin the experience. They'll have a miserable time enjoying themselves and not doing what the author wanted. I'm looking forward to this world because all of these are just going to be like shitty. They're not going to be good techniques. And they're just going to be clumsy and awkward probably. And even if they worked well, we'd all be booing them today. If you've watched any of my streams, I cheat a lot. That's the secret to making ZZT enjoyable. You get a much better experience when you skip all the mazes. Yeah, see, it's great. I have cheats to circumvent anti-cheat. I'm gonna get VAC banned for this. Cheat proofs. Ooh, is ZZT like super low? Oh, yes, it would be. Hold up. I was too busy paying attention to the low audio to see that the very first sentence here is ZZT has been mastered. That's right, we're done. I think I did 60 last time. Alright. Hopefully I can get this all in order. ZZT has been mastered. We all know how to unlock any lock on the game, and we all know how to cheat. Well, we can still keep the player from cheating. These could be some of the most important engines you ever use. A horrible thing to say. Every ZZT creator is also a ZZT player, is the thing. Alright. Who here is... Are we pro-gems or anti-gems? Anti-gems. This engine is based around a simple concept. Getting gems fairly means you get 10 score as well. Getting gems with a gems cheat won't give you any score, and you can't cheat to get score. Touch the object. This is a gems to score converter. When you enter a room or activate the engine, your score is drained. Who cares about getting a high score, eh? Then your gems are drained into your score 1 to 10. You can cheat all you want. All your original gems are safe inside your score counter, as well as incoming fairly received gems. Give the player gems with ZZT Oops, simply give the player 10 times the score as intended gems. This is definitely not awkward at all. I would love to do this on every board. When you need your gems back, an object takes away all your gems and drains score back to gems at a 1 to 10 ratio. I love how wall of text everything in this encyclopedia is. I guess encyclopedias are kind of walls of text. It can't catch you for cheating, but cheating sure won't help. Start your engine. Yeah, like, why are you not just using score? Why are you so desperate to use these gems and give that one health point? Alright, everything seems to be in order here. Got a sack of 19 gems. Wow, look, I have 15 gems and 340 points. I have no idea what I've got. That's not going to be confusing at all when it comes to shopping. 40 gems, 400 score. Thank you for the clarification. Do I really have to get all of them? How can I demonstrate this if there's not going to be any leftovers? There we go. I got the Sacred Scroll. Alright, so let's cheat. This is probably already going to be screwy. Oh, hang on, I have to start the engine. It's already going to be a little screwy though, because I do have Solid HUD's cheats modified to give me like 50 gems instead of 5. Get more gems, fool. Okay. The values do not match. Alright, I mean, I guess my extra gems didn't make a difference. So, you know, if you really want to go out of your way. Anti minus dark. This one's mean because this is the only one that actually will work. Lights are off. Let's turn on the lights. Use the minus dark cheat. We could end the game if we want, but we won't. Okay, so yeah, every time you do minus dark, you also clear a flag named dark. So if you set that flag in advance and the player clears it with the cheat, then you know they turn the lights on and can be punished for their crimes, generally by killing them. I am rewarded with a bad maze. There we go, this is the intended experience. Did they just duplicate the H? I guess they did. That one unfortunately does get used because it does work. Now pretty much all of Nader's old games would kill you for this. I was really surprised actually when we played Frost 2 and I turned on the lights without thinking that I didn't get killed. Anti-flag cheat. To please the object, you have to go get the ampersand. The ampersand's flag is flag. If you try to use the flag cheat, that is plus flag, the game will know and can kill you right there. It's always so violent. The ampersand. I feel like you put your ampersand on top of an ampersand. Simply checks to see if the flag is set before you actually get next to it. Flag. This game is really gonna neg us. Good ampersand song. Anti-health. Go ahead and get shot by the bullets. Let them end your game. Now try to use the popular health cheat. Can't do it, eh? What this does is check to see if the player is dead by occasionally taking away 1 health and giving it back. When it knows you are, then it goes into a loop of making sure you stay dead. Checks for a presence of health at all. If it finds it, it knows you cheated and ends the game again. It is very practical, because it only has to be in rooms with a threat to the player's life, and the code is very short. Everybody loves the health cheat. Also, this doesn't actually stop me from doing it in advance. So if you give the player plenty of time to react, they're more than capable of just cheating. I've died. I can't believe it. I've got to use the popular health cheat. Dang. Game is over. No cheats. Oh yeah, you also have to make sure all your cycles are cranked up. Alright, let's see here. Anti-zap. This one is significantly shorter than all the others have been. I guess there's only so many cheats. Gems. Plenty of gems. Ooh, credit. Alright, somebody other than Kronos here. Try to zap to the gems. It doesn't work. Everything turns into red lines. This is simple. The red wall is not a line wall. It is a string of objects. Check to see if they're blocked in 2 directions. If there's a space, you have zapped. Oop. You zapped. That was very bad. Again, threats of death. And all our gems have turned into rabbit boots. An ugly board. Anti-zap 2. Here we go. Here's Kronos. Try to zap. Anywhere. It will know that you zapped and trap you for a few seconds. This time, we just cover the floor with fakes, and if you find some empties, which are created by zapping, then you know the job was done. You zapping fool! I should kill you for that. But it's only a demonstration, so I won't. Alright, I want to know what the anti-editor is because it's in quotes, so I'm really curious. When you cheat the game is to start it in the middle. Get it open in the editor, and quit the editor and play from some other board. But suddenly, your game ends. How come? Your only hope is that the player doesn't find the 2 hidden objects. One is in the first board of the game, the menu. The other can be anywhere in the board. First object sets the flag game, the other just checks for it. You started the game from the first board, it will let you buy. If not, you got into the editor. Sure, you're thinking, hey, the bastard can still go to the editor, fill the walls with something besides white breakables, then stare at that telltale object and delete it. But think of it this way. If he does that, he's changing the game. It's not the original anymore. If he wants to get in there that bad, that's his problem. And by the way, I've hidden the master flag setting object. If you try to find it, you're a loser with too much time on your hands. Damn. So this is a funny one that's really, really outdated. This is 2001? Oh, hang on, my card still says Jedi Knight. I wish. We're not playing Jedi Knight. Playing the ZZT Encyclopedia. Which is, yeah, dated 2002, which, yeah, no, this board is a bit too late. Because by 2002, we had Kev Edit and ZZT AE. Is it 5 we're on? No, 6. Anti-editor. Alright, losers with too much time on your hands. Where's the object? I know, we gotta wait on the menu. Where's the objects? Ah, it's right here. Thanks to the convenient show objects feature in every third-party editor ever made. We found it. Now we can get away with, you know, starting the encyclopedia from the middle of the world. So yeah, don't waste your time, please. Anti-keys. For those of you that hate keys, well, this certainly doesn't look clunky. No messages, no sound. By KM. Say you're too lazy to get the red key in some other part of the world. It's so simple, just use the keys sheet. Keys. You can see the audio buffer going nuts as it fills up with silence. Again, you cheater, I could kill you for that. Well, it's the encyclopedia, so I won't. I'll simply give you a bomb to bomb your way out, then just follow the invisible passage north of here. How would I do it? Simply surround the player clone with doors of a color you won't need. Even though you wanted a red key, keys gave you all of them, including purple. And so your next step took you here, to the accursed player clone. Alright, that's my tag yourself. I'm the accursed player clone. I'm surprised this doesn't mention, like, hey, you should combine this with one of the anti-zap cheats, because that's usually what I do, because I don't want all the keys. I just want one door to be open. And they sure are glossing over the fact that they have to have objects constantly spam a blank message and spam silence so that every step you make doesn't say, hey, you need a purple key to open these doors, and make a horrible noise. It's a little over-engineered. Anti-unlock. So yeah, at this point every lock has been busted wide open, so I'm curious what this is going to be. This game is not locked, how obvious, but if it were locked, this message would not appear. Thus this engine can detect if a game is locked or not. What? I'm unsure what this is doing. 3 known ways to lock a game: normal, safe, and super. Well now, if you are the out-of-date type who actually locks your games, damn, you can take it one step further. You enter this room, the object told you the game is not locked. Of course not. You need to look at the code in the objects of this world. Test the engine, lock it. Use ZZT lock on ZEOL-6.ZZT. Then re-enter the world and come to this board. The message will not appear. This is simple. You just have to know about secret. It's more than just some code word in the file format. It's a flag. It's set if the game is locked, and not set if the game is open editor. Like the anti-editor engine, this one can be disabled as well if the player is desperate enough. You know, one of those losers. So be sure to hide the object well if you plan to use this engine. So you gotta put that object on every single board, I guess? The thing is, when they break the lock, then they can do whatever else they want, you know, to change the game. That's not really stopping much of anything. They're already in the editor. They can just set the actual flag secret, like, in the game, and be fine. Anti-flag cheat number 2. What a room. By Theta 14. Hi, Theta. It is a very simple engine that eliminates the possibility of the plus-minus flag cheat. All it does is use a flag that is 11 characters long, one more than possible to write in the cheat window. This is the best thing in this world, actually. This can't catch the player for cheating, it just makes it not possible to cheat. Touch the O to see this working. We'll modify the status of the flag ZZT, 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 go. Let's set it. And there it is. And there it remains. It's too long to type. If you're playing in Weave or Classic Zoo, though, this prompt will scroll, so no longer valid. But otherwise, remarkably effective, I guess. There's just nothing you can do. Sometimes the simple approach is the best one. And that's it. We've learned all the ways to prevent players from cheating, and none of them seemed particularly good except for that flag one. We got called losers, we got threatened with death, that's it. That's a short one. There's not a lot of cheats. But Volume 7 here, this one should have some... I don't think actually board edges are really in the old encyclopedia whatsoever that we were supposed to be comparing this to. It's gotta be for like the illusion bug, which I think we're gonna see again. We saw before there was something that was duplicated between volumes. So we might get to see, you know, the best ZZT board once more. Something weird happens when you touch the edge of the board, and even weirder things happen when there's something standing right there when you do it. This rule also features the edge of board object, an object that acts exactly like the edge of a board. Off-board touching. Touch any of the colored blocks. When you move north, it will tell you which of the blocks you touched. This can be used for passwords or combinations. The main thing about this engine is that you are communicating with a remote board without entering it. No flags are set. You're simply touching objects in another board by touching edge of boards that lead to that board. He's always so wordy. You can do this as many times as you want, by the way. He should have given us an example password. Okay, so that's everything but green that I touched. Touched blue, and red, and purple, and cyan. Sure did. The only trouble with this, though, is there's no way for, like, the order to matter. So it's very much like tell the player, touch all of these except whatever color. But the rest, I guess, killing you instantly seems to be the... no, because they just go back to their touch label when you retouch. Oh, wait, yeah. Didn't mean to go through there. Now we touched blue. Works okay. There's probably something you can do with that. That doesn't seem like terrible. I don't think you'd want to actually do a password input with that, but it could be something. Warning. This engine allows you to post a warning about a board between the time you touch the edge of the board and you enter the next board. Let's get warned. Warning. This room will be red. Well, he wasn't kidding. Very simple. A scroll is placed right at the edge of the next board. It is important that the text of the scroll be 2 or more lines, otherwise you will enter the next board and the message will be displayed. In the edge of board case, you step right on the scroll, just like a one-liner. Okay, so... Again, I just can't come up with, like, good scenarios for this kind of stuff. Yeah, but I mean, once you're in the editor, you just reposition the player. You only need to do it once, because then you're playing the game from wherever you're cheating to start it at. Edgeboard objects. Oh, hey. Is Coolio here? I don't think he is, but hello, Coolio. This object will now turn into a strange blue block, and upon touching it again, you will enter this board again from the west. Sounds good. Elaboration by Kronos. Well, you're also submitting things to the ZZT Encyclopedia, apparently, 21 plus years ago. Thank you for your service. This has been a demonstration of a strange type of object. Object 1, as I call it, is the edge of the board. It is an object that upon touching will send you to the next board. Best thing being, objects can generate in the middle of the board. Weird, huh? Simply do the command put or become with no parameters. It will lay or become, in this case, the object 1. Sure looking more SDK for... why'd we ever stop calling it object 1? You also see this trick in several episodes of Chrono Wars, of course. Thing. To lay a colored object 1, first put a colored door, then just a put. Oh, actually, I didn't realize that was something you could do. I didn't realize you could get colors, like, without SDK with that. That's good. Now we just have this very tiny board. We can just loop forever like this. Alright, on to the illusion. Destroy illusion. Touch 2 of the 6 colored blocks. The yellow border will magically appear. Keep in mind these are edge of boards, and another board has the yellow border. I found another bug that produces an illusion. The illusion is made along the border. Whenever the player steps to the next board, only to hit one of the 6 items: invisible, bomb, water, slime, door without key, or key with another key. Again, tag yourself. Well, somebody had to document it, is the thing. It's much better than telling folks to download Chrono Wars to learn how to use this. The border of that board is imprinted on yours. It's because of the flashing message it would produce on the bottom of the screen. Somehow, when this flashing message belongs in another board, it imprints the border onto yours. Inversely, if a flashing message appears on the bottom of the screen in your board, the room is updated and the illusion destroyed. You can also use -* to destroy the illusion. For some reason, it won't work, or will be only a 1-block illusion, the first block you touch. I'm a bit confused by that. But water is the one you run into a lot. You just naturally have games where there'll be water on an edge of a board that you can bump into. Huh. It really doesn't do anything the first time? Yeah. And that is the border of the adjacent board. I think if I touch this again, though, it should actually push. Slime. Oh, this should fix it, yeah. The key. And are invisible. Destroy the illusion. But I think the bomb should be pushable now. No. Oh, it's probably blocked by something on the other board. But also, one thing I didn't actually think would be the case is the solid HUD board connections actually get fooled by this. It says there's a board to the north, but as soon as I touch one of these, now it says there isn't. What a weird thing ZZT is. I feel like this one is just more documenting oddities than... helpful stuff, but it's good that it's documented. Regular illusion? Is this going to be the same thing? A simplified version of the player clone menu engine. I hope it's the same board. Touch the blue block. We're here again. Women. Gems. Only an illusion. So sad. We'll never get women or gems. And here's our invisible H on the board that we started on. Yep, all the same text. Okay. To cope, ZZT halfway transports you. Well, Steve Gems died of anti-gems. Trapped. What could this be? Let's reach the end of this hallway. You'll be in for a surprise. Oh. Yeah, I guess that works. You can't go back. By placing a top-speed blink wall at the very edge of the board, the player won't see this one coming. It's a more showy way to do it than just not connecting the boards, you know, like anybody would do. Instead, just construct this torture device. And this one will allow you to go back if you can block the ray. I guess that's something. But I can't. Hang on, this board looks familiar. I really wasn't sure how to engage with Steve Gems died of ligament. Thank you, autocorrect. Okay, again. I just really like that little contraption. When you touch a player clone from a remote board, as was done here with the edge of board emulating object, you are taken to that board as if you went through a passage without an exit. Either you appear in the spot you were at last, or you appear in the same spot as where you are in the editor. So, okay, yeah, I don't think this is in the older... Oh. Why am I jumping? I don't think this is in the older version. And this doesn't do a good job explaining it, but that can be a useful trick. Because if ZZT sees a player clone on a board edge, it'll just be like, ah, cool, I don't have to do any work. And we'll just leave the actual player wherever the actual player is on that board. Can't go that way. Try to go to this room to the north. You hear kind of a sound. This is actually the sound of you trying to push an east-west slider from the south. So that's how you write that sound out. That's fun. That's cute. Like, I do like these ones where it would be possible to get to the board to the north a different way and then clear the obstruction. But from like a game design perspective, just put the barricade like down here instead. It's not helpful having it off screen. This just makes everybody think, ah, I can go north. And finally, boy, we're flying through this one. The path revealer. Not sure what this is going to be. Don't like it though. Here's an interesting little engine that can be used to display hidden passages and the like. There's an application of the illusion engine. When you walk over the revealed fakes, they revert to fakes, clearing the revealed path. Make sure you don't get stranded on the other side. To go back to this screen, just type -dark. Enter to view the secrets of the board. So I think this is just going to be another No, I thought this was just going to be another illusion bug. I still don't want to solve this maze. Oh, okay. It is an illusion bug. Because it's a dead end. Oh no, I ruined it. Save me. Yeah, okay. So instead of women and gems, it's a maze. Get me out of here. It's an application, at least. Oh, I guess that's it for board edges. That's all we knew in 2002. Also, one of these... Yeah, which one was Volume 5? Flags and conditions. I don't think we actually did this. Oh, wait, yes we did, the crossword flag engine. I remember there was some odd one out, but we did do that. Alright then. Category number 8. Randomness. I have all kinds of fun stuff in here. Life isn't fair, and neither is ZZT. I love this writing. Here are some ways to force the player to deal with what they're dealt. Some use the actual randomness commands that ZZT has given us, but some rely on the player's timing. Let's pick a card. Card is actually not that hard, mainly long, but it's rather easy to get. Dealer sends the randomizer a message. Randomizer sets or clears a flag. That's never fun. Dealer checks for the flag, and depending on whether it's set or cleared, goes to another branch of the binary tree. Okay, so selects red or black, then decides diamond, heart, or clubs and spades. Ah, like this. HM, ZZT forever. Thank you, HM. Alright, let's draw a card. Let's be asked to draw a card. 7 of spades. Good looking card. 2 of spades. Queen of diamonds. This one does some great work with the invisible walls though, as you can tell by this diamond. It's very cool actually cramming all 4 card suits into just a mess of invisibles like this. There's the clubs. Spades. Give me a heart. There we go. The 3 of hearts. Good giant card. That one's cute. I like that one. Random fighter. Touch the fighter to have him start. By the Lord of Chaos. Touch the fighter, then run a little while, then shoot him. Exit the encyclopedia and repeat. Chances are there's a new fighter. Again, this seems really overly complicated. It's looking for a line wall color and then binding a different object. Shooter, starry, or just turning into a bunch of tigers. I hope we get that one. I guess we can kind of time it. I didn't. This one should be starry. Popular new drink. You didn't give me any ammo. That one's at least a fun idea. I don't know if you'd want to randomize like an entire boss battle, but having some replayability with different enemy varieties could be nice. Let's see if we can get a different one. Let's save on the outside here. Out of curiosity, can I just shoot him? Okay, good job. Lord of Chaos is onto my tricks. It's not green. There we go. That's a man turning into tigers. I wasn't expecting it to be done via slime. I figured it was just gonna put a bunch of tigers. But I guess that's the Lord of Chaos for you. Always keeping you guessing. Alright. Can we get the shoot man? No. There we go. Now this is a classic boss fight. They don't usually run away from you though. But I guess I'd run away too if I only took one shot. Okay. Now move on to the odds. What are the odds? Oh, this is... No, this is not a good way to do this. Don't do this. Don't listen to anything on this board. If you want randomness in ZZT, there's also a way to simulate odds. In these examples, an object randomly moves left and right. The red objects check if the object is above them. If it is, you get a yes, otherwise you get a no. It is also the most fair way to make the odds of something happening in an odd number ratio. Listen, it works for Commodore because Commodore like put things at an angle. Like the 1 and 2, that works. The 1 in like that 1 in 5 is just not very 1 in 5. Yes. Got it in 1. What are the odds? No. I love these faces though. Oh, yeah, the ZZT's like text parser gets used for everything. That's the whole reason like the super lock works too, so when you name a board like a hyperlink. 50-50, yes. No. Well, I do like the happy and sad faces. But that's a rough way to do your odds. It's way too difficult to actually Okay, I got 2 out of 12. Random passage is just going to be a color changing passage. Listen, I did Yahtzee ZZT. I also did dark things to get odds, but that's not a good way. That's not a fun way. Random passage. How'd you know? Enter the passage, you'll exit out of 1 of 5 exits. Okay. Room number 4. How'd I do it? Passage constantly changes colors thanks to an object next to it doing this. Should also work with change. Since the passage keeps its destination board, it will take you there, but it changes color, so we take you to a random colored passage in this board. That's right, ZZT has been mastered. Spiderweb. Why is this in randomness? This seems like another misfiling. Oh, I guess it's randomly placing web? How do I place web? The changer changes fakes to normals and back again, so when you walk through the web, you walk slower. Also, the spider is programmed to make webs. If you shoot the spider twice, he will die. The process by which the white normals are changed to fakes and vice versa is randomized. You never know when you can just dash out or when you are stuck for a while. Alright, well. So yeah, this spider does not hurt us, so I'm not going to hurt them. But I'm also going to be holding arrow keys down, we can see. I don't think this should be in the randomness category, but I do think this can be useful. This seems like a fun idea. Though it also is dangerous because it will block bullets. They're just having a fun time. Let's let them go. This is your board now, Spider. Well, I mean, I guess making a web in a corner is what spiders like to do. I'll respect that. Bombs randomness. 2. This one is kind of neat. I don't know if anybody's ever done anything practical, but here's a way to get a random result from a range of 1 to any number you have enough objects for. Touch the object to demonstrate. Okay, this is a lot. This is way too much. They're using a bomb and the colors are random. That's all it is. And it's just changing the breakables the bomb makes to a different color. And assigning them values. Problem solved. So if you need a 1 and 7, bombs will be great, if you don't mind the constant explosions. Shapeshifter. Oh, I remember this. By fire and shadow. I'm not sure if that's one person or two. This one does a random loop that changes any enemy of the 4 main types to any other. Same concept from the random power-ups in the counters menu. The ruffians are now bears. Oh, and it's got to have a silencer so it doesn't make a horrible noise when it turns all the enemies into things. I thought this kept going. I didn't think they were going to stay bears. I guess they've achieved... Oh, there we go. Now they're... Well, ruffians. Kind of neat. You do lose the big advantage of built-ins being, like, customizable. It's always just going to use the default values. But you could definitely incorporate that into an action game, no problem. Yeah, see? As seen in small spaces. Alright, what's... Who or what is general randomness? Tim Sweeney gave us only 3 syntax items that can be used for randomness, which are featured here. For any other randomness, you have to rely on the randomness of external events. Curse you, Tim Sweeney, and your only 3 syntax items? They are random north-south, random northeast, random perpendicular. By using op, clockwise, and such, other directions come out. Yeah, random is undocumented, which is weird. Is this not going to mention it at all, though? Also, I don't think this is actually written by Alexis. I think she's just being credited with this kind of stuff. I'm post-war, though, that like the actual help does say that you can do RNDP, RNDNE to get north, south, east, west. It's a mouthful, but you can do it. A lot of randomness engines are based on this. Also, you can make randomness trees by doing a chain of code like this. Don't do it this way. Again, not good. Thank you for water. Water reminder, more specifically. I have the water. But this is going to make C4 very unlikely to happen. It's 4 outcomes instead of just 2. The C labels can have randomness chains of their own. See the card drawing engine for more about randomness trees. But yes, ZZT does have just that. But it's neat, as Greaser is saying, like, it's biased towards east and west to make things kind of spread out across the screen a little better. I usually just use random either way because it's much less of a mouthful than RNDP, RNDNE. In the early days of ZZT, Jansen or one of her cronies figured out that an object can go not only one of 2 directions, as the 3 directions would imply, but by compounding them. Just get this framed. RNDP, RNDNE. From now on, the Megazooks community is going to be called Jansen's Cronies. Wow, I'm so proud of you, Object. You can go in any direction. And your fashion sense is unmatched. It never occurred to me that actually, yeah, clockwise random would let you rotate the bias. Okay. Hang on, I should have been streaming this one under like the slot machine category on Twitch, because we've got 2 of them here. Let's skip that, and then we'll do them both in a row. We shall start with the random duplicator. Guess what this is going to be? Oh, this is a little nicer, though, because now it's not all the enemies being turned into one type. The only thing this engine does is putting tigers, lions, and ruffians in front of the duplicator, but there's one catch. If you just put things in, there's nothing random. Duplicator has a certain period and the object too, so you just get a certain order, but not that random. Note that in, for instance, Kronos' random passages, the player was the random part, for the player won't enter the passage at exactly the same time each time he plays the game. Anyway, to make it random after each put, the object checks for blocked random northeast, and if it's blocked, it waits a cycle. It may look as though the object is blocked both north and east, but the east is a fake, not normal. And we're blanking out the sound effects. This one won't let us fight the creatures. We can only look on in horror. There's our creatures. We can see how random this is if you want to count each type. Although I guess at this point, a lot of the times the duplicator gets blocked. Alright, we're here for slot machines though. This is the good stuff. Look at this thing. By Zenith. I didn't realize this was a Nader creation. This is a randomized slot machine. It operates by continually zapping and restoring a particular command and lots of character changing. The odds of winning are 2 and 3. The odds of no gain or loss are 1 and 6. And the odds of losing are 1 and 2. To operate, just pull the lever. We'll need some money, I'm sure. 1 gem. Alright, we got 3 bananas, I guess. And apples? It's a shame there's no color. Ah. Ooh, I think that was the jackpot. This is cute. Love the sounds, love the little spinning animation. Yeah, like, let's go. I'm here for this. We got 11 gems, we're going for broke. You can always count on the... Did it do anything? It didn't spin. I don't think it took a gem, did it? 1 gem. Yeah, sometimes it just takes a second. It's not like ready yet. Oh man, I might be here all night actually. This machine's hot. Another 3. How many did it give me to start? I should have paid attention. I really would be here all night with these odds though, huh? A good machine. But how will it compare to this one? This one already looks not as cool. Timing, oh okay, this is a skill-based machine though, so it's okay. 5 gems. Characters will change rapidly, get 3 in a row by touching them at the right time. Some machine differs from the other, that depends mostly on your timing. Same thing. Ooh, hang on. Lots of objects are involved in the process of the actual game, checking what you got and giving out prizes. The Zap Restored label stuff was a bitch. Thank you, Kronos. I appreciate the honesty. Let's go. Man. Extremely tempted to just let this play. Run an ad break, make you all suffer. But I think you would all stop watching. Smiley? Oh god, it gets faster. Smiley? Smiley! 4th prize! What? 10 gems. Oh, what a rush. Gem? Ah. The sound design though, wow. If you had the animations of the first and the sound of the other one, this one's gonna make me broke quick though. Even if it is skill-based. I don't have that skill. Oh, okay. Well, if it's given money for a partial success, then maybe. Game thing. I don't know what this could be. Whoa, okay. Dexter. 393. Thank you for translating your ASCII art, because I would not have figured that out. What on earth is this? Game Thing by Dexter. This is a 2-player game. Alternately touch the sides marked 1 and 2 and watch the guys on the left run the race. An object going in a random direction is the deciding factor. Wait, what is 2-player about this? Oh, okay, it's rolling dice. Come here, if you can. Alright, Gates here. He's gonna be player 2. Okay. Touch the red gem.
Thank you. Don't copy me.
And his autocorrect is working great. Uh-oh.
Do I win?
No, this is a long game.
I've seen longer.
We're neck and neck.
Which is weird, because I'm rolling higher.
Sounds like a skill issue. Uh-oh. Home stretch. Ah, man, I should not have run my mouth. Ah, man. Good game.
That's right.
Go back to your corner.
Okay.
Thank you, Gate. That was fun. Never gonna play that again.
Yeah, that always happens.
Moving on. Let us seek randomness. No. I know it's not gonna be just because I don't remember that being in the older version of the encyclopedia. And I know Kupo's ZZT Arcades is like a minigame collection that has a bunch of two-player stuff where it's like Pong, where one player uses left and down and the other player uses up and right. Believe it or not, random perpendicular, random northeast, and random north-south are not the only random directions. So is seek. Touch the small object in some spot not perfectly aligned will generate a random message. The only difference is that seek is quadrant dependent. Again, such a wordy explanation. You are aligned with the object, seek is one direction only. Yeah. Not blocked. Blocked. Not blocked. Blocked. What a board. And some color randomness. Customizable randomizer. I'm worried due to the design of this board that it's gonna get flashy. So prepare yourselves just in case. If you ever want a randomizer that can do more than 1 in 2 odds, here's your solution. A randomizer can have up to 1 in 7 odds. Oh, this is... okay, I thought this was going to be a bomb thing. It's just putting 7 different types of terrain. Check those results. Cyan, that's right, it sure is. Yellow. Blue. Purple. White. That's the customizable color randomizer, everyone. It looks like that's that for this world. Let's see, what's number 9? Do we have time for a number 9? Actually, how many are there? 11. How many do we got left? Okay, that's got plenty. That's got plenty. This one might take a bit, though. I should have run that ad break when I had the chance. I think we're probably better off stopping here. It's gonna be... yeah, this is a full world. But we'll have something to look forward to next time. This is gonna be, like, actual fun stuff. Instead of how to prevent your players from cheating for gems by using gems and scores simultaneously, and also put this stuff on every board and all kinds of nonsense. We'll get to these. We can play rock, paper, scissors next week, maybe. But alright, I think we will call it a day then for tonight. We'll move on out. Oh, well, I broke that. I always break something. That is going to do it for this week. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I think we got to see some very unique moments of ZZT history there, with the anti-cheat world especially. We'll be back again on Sunday with the final Star Wars stream, God willing. It's gonna be my third attempt to get through the same set of games. We've gotten through most of them. I want to be done with Star Wars. I'm tired of Star Wars. I want to have something other than Star Wars. And then we might be able to wrap up the encyclopedia next Friday, actually, which would be nice. It's been a fun little trip. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all had fun, and hope to see you next time. Later.